Hey guys, welcome to another webisode. I'm sure someone's gonna pop in right now on cue, right? And watch for 30 seconds and then go. Which who cares? Because I'm not doing this for the people. Season 1, episode 43. It's still live with it's your favorite daytime telecast. How about that, fuckers? It's June, sometime in the history of the world. Thank you. I want to thank Ferris Bueller. I want to thank Conor McGregor, who just went to jail or got arrested for allegedly sexually assaulting a woman just after he's on daytime television. So you hear when you watch Conor McGregor, you're going to get to see him put his little like I'm such a good boy daytime voice on and try to sell himself on the public that he's a nice businessman and you should buy his product, and then you see what he really acts like, and then there's some bargains and stuff. Anyways, that's the big thing. I think would be fun, and see how old Ferris Bueller's gotten. And there you go. See, someone came and left. It's like someone comes in and checks like, oh, let me just check to see if he's changed the channel. No, I haven't changed the channel. It's the same shit. What do you think? It's gonna be, the fucking K&M show, and I'm gonna start like I'm gonna start crocheting blankets or giving you like grilling tips. Like, what the fuck? Just unsubscribe. Trust me. I really give a shit about subscribers. Stop subscribing and getting notifications if all you're gonna do is watch for 30 seconds. Stupid motherfucker. And rest in peace to Pat Sajak. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Dad? Guys, I built the pickup truck with Amoco Ultimate. We'll go up to 25 miles further per tank in highway driving than with regular fuel.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Up to 25 miles further per tank with Amoco Ultimate. Available at BP and Amoco stations. And you can get 5 cents off every gallon with BP Me Rewards.
Watch your ABC 7 AccuWeather team on Eyewitness News.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today, film, television, and stage actor Matthew Broderick. Plus, from the Ultimate Fighter, MMA superstar Conor McGregor. Also, get ready for 2 days of deals exclusively for our amazing viewers. Back-to-back markets, super skin and beauty. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo.
Look at this guy excited to be on TV. Guys, hilarious. Shout out to redhead Irish guy. Hope you're born and bred, generationally wealthy Southern dad doesn't shoot you because he's drugged up. You blame it on the dogs. Ooh, look at this guy. Here. If you take his DNA, I bet he's a Murdaugh. Look, they got my shirt. Yeah, they got your shirt on TV, and what are you doing? You're the whole point they want to see what's on your shirt, you're erasing it. The whole thing they want to look at, you make disappear. They don't want. What are you trying to flash them? You think this is a White House Pride celebration? He's like, oh sweet, this guy's trying to flash his big white titties, and he messed up because he didn't pull the jersey up all the way.
We didn't do anything yet. We didn't do anything. Wait for it. It's Wednesday, June 14th, 2023. Big day around here.
Huge day.
Yes. We got
Two tough guys.
Oh, we got tough guys.
Yeah.
Who's the first one?
Matthew Broderick.
Oh, Matthew Broderick. Yes, Matthew Broderick. Yes, 2 tough guys.
And
We should ask Matthew Broderick if he wants to grapple with Conor McGregor. That would be an exciting match. I think it would be maybe the fastest match in history.
Yeah. A very exciting day. I see a couple Conor fans here in the second row.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you could tell by all the thundering applause for Conor McGregor. What was that, like 8 people out of 200? What is that, 4%? But I'll tell you what, Matthew Broderick and Conor McGregor would not be the fastest match in history. The fastest match in history would be Matthew Broderick against Mark Consuelos. I bet Broderick would take him down in less than 5 seconds, beating the previous record set by Paris, whatever his name is, from Michigan.
Guys.
Yeah.
Who's the first one?
Matthew Broderick.
Oh, Matthew Broderick. Yes, Matthew Broderick. Yes, 2 tough guys.
And
We should ask Matthew Broderick if he wants to grapple with Conor McGregor. That would be an exciting match. I think it would be maybe the fastest match in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, second fastest next to Matthew Broderick defeating me, Mark Consuelos.
Yeah, there you go.
I've been teasing Mark backstage. I've been saying, what would you do? What would you do if I said to Conor when he came out here? Mark's always saying he could take you down.
I would run. I know the secret way out of here.
Yeah, there's a trap door that Mark will fall through.
Very exciting.
But seriously, how fast do you think he could submit you?
With under 2 seconds.
Under 2 seconds?
Yes.
You would tap immediately?
Tap. I would tap. I'm tapping right now.
Yeah, you're pre-tapping?
I'm pre-tapping.
See that?
He knows the trap door, yeah. So now what we're going to see is, watch, they're going to bring up the fight. Conor McGregor's going to come out. He's going to have this fake-ass, cheesy American smile and wave his hand and kiss the babies and take pictures with the children and do all that. And he's gonna put his politician face on, and they're gonna talk about Mark. Kelly's gonna talk about Mark and Conor fighting. Ask him how long would it take you to submit him, and she's gonna tell him that, oh, Mark always said he could beat you, and like, do you want to beat my husband over something? And he'll sit there and he'll smile and he'll just kind of be like, oh. He'll laugh and be like, no, I'm not gonna hurt you, mate. I'm not gonna hurt you. You're a good lad. No. Like, can you hurt me? No, I would never do that. You're gonna see the fakest fucking Conor McGregor on this fucking show. That is real fucking talk. That's bubble talk, and that shit is cunt.
That's the difference. Like, I think with me, you'd have to choke me out. Yeah, because I would be like, I'll just sit here and hold my breath until the bell.
Unless you were grappling with O.J. Simpson, then it'd be a quick 2-second knockout.
Tapping?
I'm pre-tapping.
See, that's the difference. Like, I think with me, you'd have to choke me out. Yeah, because I would be like, I'll just sit here and hold my breath until the bell rings.
Yeah. Hey, in other sports news, the Las Vegas Golden Knights won the Stanley Cup last night. It's their first. They defeated the Florida Panthers 9-3. There it is. Look at that. Look at that.
How about that?
He had a hat trick last night.
What's that?
31-year-old Mark Stone becomes the first player since 1922 to net a hat trick in the Stanley Cup, clinching victory. Do you know what a hat trick is?
Yeah, it's three goals. 3 goals.
There you go. There you go.
But the only reason I know that is from the soccer team that we own in Italy. That's right. In case you don't know, me and Mark own a soccer team in Italy, and they are the champions, and they just advanced the level. I don't care about hockey, unless it's the Flyers, but I know that because of our soccer team we own.
Vegas has a hockey team.
But I like that you thought you were going to trip me up.
No, I'm proud of you. Vegas has a hockey team. They have the Raiders there now. Mm-hmm. I think they're getting a baseball team. I think the A's are moving there. Is that right? Maybe.
They also have casinos.
They have casinos there. They have UFC
clubs.
They have UFC fights. They have big clubs. They have boxing matches.
When Conor comes out, you should do that to intimidate him. Yeah, do that to intimidate him. It'll be.
Gelman don't fucking know anything about the Las Vegas Athletics moving to Vegas.
To intimidate him. Yeah,
Did he just fucking ask Gelman about baseball news? the Athletics are moving there, right? Right, Kelman? He's like, I don't know, I'm gay.
They're moving there, is that right? You know, maybe.
They also have casinos.
They have casinos there. They have UFC
clubs.
They have UFC fights. They have big clubs. They have boxing matches.
When Conor comes out, you should do that to intimidate him. Yeah, do that to intimidate him. It'll be fun.
Now, you guys have UFC fighters on the show all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had some great submissions here. Remember when Amanda Nunes on this very show submitted Christian Slater in a rear naked chokehold, which was a brilliant. He didn't put up much of a fight. I've got to show.
She's an amazing fighter. She just retired. She just retired.
I know, you said that.
Yeah, she just retired. What a great career she had. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the fight, and then I went to get some Pepperidge Farm goldfish, as one does. You know, my serving of seafood for the night. And I came back upstairs, and Mark said, you missed it. She retired.
Yeah. You know what they do, back to that Stanley Cup, you know what the guys do, the team that wins, each player gets to spend a week. They get to spend a week with the Stanley Cup. It comes back dented, smelling of beer and other stuff.
That's what we do here with our Emmy.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting, when he says other stuff, is he suggesting weed? Mark, are you suggesting that hockey players put weed in the bowl and smoke weed out of the Stanley Cup? Come on, fucking shit.
Yeah, I watched the fight, and then I went to get some Pepperidge Farm goldfish, as one does. You know, my serving of seafood for the night. And I came back upstairs, and Mark said, you missed it. She retired.
Yeah. You know what they do, back to that Stanley Cup, you know what the guys do, the team that wins, each player gets to spend a week. They get to spend a week with the Stanley Cup. It comes back dented, smelling of beer and other stuff.
That's what we do here with our Emmy.
Yeah. Drink right out. You keep it passing. Who do you pass it to? Gentlemen? Oh, yeah. Pass it around.
Everybody got to spend 3 years with it.
Hey, survey says these are the best food sounds. Oh. I know you love food sounds.
Boy, do I hate a food sound.
All right, put it in the comments section what you think the top food sounds are. I don't know if he said top 10 or not. Did he say top 10?
Survey says these are the best food sounds.
Just best. He doesn't say top 3, 5, or 10. I hate that. The best. Because it's like, well, what is the best? Could like the 180th voted sound be considered one of the best? Like, what are we doing? Incorporating the trillions and trillions of stupid sounds from a napkin crumbling and being thrown into a garbage can and missing the garbage can and hitting the sidewalk? How much you want to bet number one is going to be the sound of a potato chip crunching? And if they get specific, maybe they'll say tortilla chip. I'm going to say a chip being bitten into and crunching in someone's mouth, or specifically the chewing. But I won't even say that. I'll say it's the chewing of a chip, specifically a tortilla chip, and specifically the very first bite where you get that big crunch. And the second one, I mean, I have a feeling slurping of a straw, but slurping of a straw is annoying. It might be chugging of a can, whether it's a can of like pop or a can of beer, but the go, or the opening. How about the opening of a can? The opening of a can, maybe the chugging of a can, the crunching of a chip, you know, the slicing of like fresh bread. I mean, what are you gonna do? Chewing pizza, like, or the searing? How about the searing of meat on the grill, or like burger on a griddle, right? Maybe a flame turning on from an oven. Food frying in the deep fryer. When you hear that bubbling sound when you put like a bunch of food in the fryer, it makes that initial roar of like it's like the fat is a big vat of acid, and you just gave it like a dead camel. And the dead camel like causes the bubbles in the acid to go crazy. That's what I'm gonna say. Maybe the crunching of cereal, the pouring of milk over cereal, the cracking of an egg, you know, the frying of an egg over on a hot pan.
Hey, survey sounds.
Oh.
I know you love food sounds.
Maybe a knife slicing through fresh, crisp, ripe produce.
Oh, boy, do I hate a food
The
sound.
most satisfying food sounds include the snapping of a chocolate bar. Let me go with the top 10.
What?
Yeah, these are food. These are
Chocolate bar
making.
snaps.
Here we go. Ready? Number 10. Stir frying.
Easy. Hershey's. Hershey's has squares. You could snap off a square. Kit Kat, it's 4 bars. You could snap off a bar. And even something like.
Sounds include this.
Sorry, I'm eating. Something like a Crunch bar that is just 1 bar. You could just snap off you could just break the Crunch bar in half, or just break off a chunk, and you'll hear that snap. Now, a Snickers bar or a Milky Way isn't going to have a sound because it's got nougat in the middle. But just a Crunch bar, a Hershey's bar, Kit Kats, you could put in the comment section. You can name a bunch of candy bars that make a snapping sound.
Food sound.
The most satisfying food sounds include the snapping of a chocolate bar. Let me go with the top 10.
What?
Yeah, these are food. These are
Chocolate bar
making.
snaps.
Here we go. Ready? Number 10. Stir frying vegetables. That's a nice sound, right? Number 9. Rustling of a snack or crisp packet. I don't like that. Especially in a play or something when someone's going to speak. That's highly annoying.
Especially if it's a snack I don't have and I'm hungry.
Yeah. The popping of popcorn. That's a nice sound. That's a
Popping of
nice sound.
popcorn is fine.
First bite into a crisp apple. You do not like that at all.
Especially when it's your mouth. Right?
Why?
You have a cavernous
Mouth radius?
mouth cavity. And so it's not just the crispy first bite where he's like, it then, the sound of him chewing it fills me with rage. That I have to leave the room, and sometimes I have to leave the apartment.
Unreasonable rage. It becomes unreasonable.
I just need one of us to leave.
Yeah. How else are you supposed to eat an apple? How do you eat an apple? You like gum it or something?
You know what? It's just the way.
I'm a man. Guys, right? Guys, you need apples. I need apples. You want to eat the apple. There's no messing around with it. You want to bite into that thing. You want to have some gratification. Bite the big apple. And you know what? Not a lot of juice in an apple, but you want it to come down your hand there. You want some drip down your hand. Forget about a peach. Oh, a peach.
I have to leave this. If he eats a peach,
Oh, man. If he eats a peach, that's just code in front of the kids for me. He's eating my ass tonight. That's why we want you to go sleep over at your friend's house in Yonkers.
I leave the state. I'll be in New York.
Mark Consuelos likes to eat ass. I guess the stereotype is true. The truth.
And you know what? Not a lot of juice in an apple, but you want it to come down your hand there. You want some drip down your hand. Forget about a peach. Oh, a peach.
I have to leave this. If he eats a peach, I leave the state. I'll be in New Jersey. You call me when you're done.
I was having this tooth. I had broke this front tooth years ago. A very tragic accident in 4th grade. So I had it capped, and finally it gave away. And you need an implant, and so they gave me some temporary permanent teeth before the implant. And I bit into a plum. Was it a plum?
I don't remember.
I went in hard.
Here's the thing,
And it snapped in half. Oh. And you know what I did? I walked around with that for a couple weeks. Well, they took it out and they said, "Do you want another temporary?" I go, No, I'm a man. I can walk around. I did whistle. Everything I said whistled a lot. I'll find some of those photos. I'm sure we have some of those photos.
Our friend was a friend of ours was on a first date.
Yeah.
And
They met us at the restaurant.
They met us at the restaurant, and here comes Mark, and he's like, "Hey, it's nice to meet you." Oh God.
But let me cut to the chase. Number 1 on the most desirable sounds is the sizzle of bacon. Give him a light. Okay.
And now he's going to go. And
All right, that's enough.
Q apple
We got it.
and
All right, bite into this apple.
extra.
Okay, let's hear.
No, but do it the way you typically do it. No, that's not. No, you
Oh,
just.
that's not how you really do it. I could tell he's not doing it too. He's doing that for TV effect. You're doing that like a voiceover actor in a studio recording it for a commercial. That's not how you really eat it. That was strategic. That's inflated bullshit, my friend.
No, but do it the way you typically do it. No, that's not. No, you just fake bit into that because typically when you do it, when you bite into it, it's so loud.
Okay, here, let's try it.
And aggressive.
Here, right.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna offer Conor money to submit him. That's what I'm gonna do.
Like a lion in the savannah. I'm like, that's how I eat my.
Is that how lions in the savannah eat their apples?
Yeah, this is like an animal.
They're organic gala apples.
Hey, before I forget, your new episort of your podcast drops today.
Stop, please.
No,
Stop.
Oh my God! Stop!
Oh, he's
I'm like,
amazing.
it's
Oh
so
my gosh,
amazing.
stop with the compliments. Stop. Oh my gosh, stop promoting me. Come on. I keep on telling you.
Apples.
Stop it. Stop. You're making it seem like every time, before the show, I tell you that my podcast needs a promotion, but I can't promote it myself. This is like publicity PR 101. No one's going to buy your shit if you're promoting your own shit. Hey, this is my jar of applesauce. I made it. It's delicious. Well, of course you're going to say it's delicious. I need someone neutral. But trust me, my wife comes and says, my husband's applesauce is delicious. Oh, well, your wife said it. Now it must be true. Come on, man. Oh, by the way, your podcast is dropping. I just want to let everyone know because it's fantastic. It is. Oh, stop. No, you're embarrassing me. Don't plug me. You know what it does? If your podcast was that good, you wouldn't need your husband fucking shoving it in everyone's face. That is an act of desperacy because guess what? If your shit was good, you're on ABC, all right? You're on national television. You've been in the game for 20 plus years. Hell, 30 years almost, right? Come on, 30 plus years? And you need your fucking husband to fucking beg for people to buy your candy bars in front of the grocery store. Would you buy a caramel, sir? My daughter made it. She's got to buy cleats for her soccer team. The more, trust me, if it's so good, your husband doesn't need to pitch it. If the more your husband keeps on promoting and trying to advertise your podcast, the more it is showing everyone how much it sucks, how much he doesn't like it, how low the numbers down, and the less confidence and the lack of confidence you have in it. Because if you got a successful product, you don't need to do this weak ghetto charity pitching. You just don't. The product would speak for itself. Everyone knows you have a podcast. You have social media. You have Mickey Mouse behind you. You just sit back and watch the numbers grow. The more you try to pitch, the more it's hurting you. Tell your husband to stop promoting you because it comes across as desperate and it comes across as if you're a chef that is trying to push the seafood stew because on Friday and Saturday night no one bought the halibut special and now you got like 4-day-old halibut on Tuesday and you got it's gonna go bad. And it's starting to smell, so you put it in a stew with a bunch of like water and vegetables, and now you're trying to sell it. Hey, buy the salmon stew. It's really good. Really? Salmon stew on Wednesday? Yeah, because no one bought it, and now we got 7 pounds of salmon that costs hundreds of dollars and it's going to go in the garbage, right? Trust me, it's like a waiter sitting there telling you for the 6th time in the matter of 2 minutes about, the steak special. It's hurting you more than it's helping you. The more Mark plugs Kelly's podcast, the more it decredits her, if that's a word. And it makes you both look pathetic and desperate. You guys are rich and you're sitting here on the sidewalk next to Union Station asking for spare change.
I'm like, that's how I eat my.
Is that how lion is?
Like some fucking Upper West Side residents. Like some New York Upper West Side residents. You know what I mean?
In the savannah eat their apples.
Yeah, this is like an animal.
They're organic gala apples.
Hey, before I forget, your new episode of your podcast drops today.
Stop, will you stop?
Isaac Mizrahi.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's so amazing. That
Yeah, no, he's
conversation
amazing.
you had with him.
Yeah.
How do you get people to talk so much? You get to divulge secrets.
Well, Isaac Mizrahi is an incredible talker, and he has a lot to say, and he's very knowledgeable. And
He's
You know
brilliant.
how you get people to talk on a podcast? You ask them questions and they talk because they're coming on the podcast to talk. They want to talk. No one voluntarily goes on a podcast and doesn't want to talk and then forces you to force them to talk. You know, no one makes you force them to talk. If I go on a podcast as a guest, guess what? I want to talk. What's your question? Great. Ask me a question. I'll answer it for 10 seconds. And then I'll spend another 2 minutes segueing into a whole other subject of my life that has nothing to do with your question. How do you get people to talk in an interview? Easy. I ask them a question and they answer it. It's not hard. How do you get a vegetarian to eat? I mean, how do you get a carnivore to eat your brisket? Well, easy. I put it on a plate in front of them. How do you get Orson Welles to eat your hot dogs? Easy. I put on a plate and he eats it. It's not hard. It's not like I'm trying to force Gandhi to eat my Vienna beef wiener.
You get to divulge secrets.
well, Isaac Mizrahi is an incredible talker, and he has a lot to say, and he's very knowledgeable. And
He's brilliant.
I always say, like, if you haven't read his book and you're looking for a good Conor here. Can we find out if he's here yet? Don't you give him a peach. Do not peach him up.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Anyway. I lost my train of thought.
Isaac Mizrahi.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. So he's written this book. It's a memoir. It's a few years old called I Am a Memoir. And it is easily, I think, one of the best memoirs I've ever read in my life. He's his life is so, it's taken so many turns, and yet he should not be where he is. He should not be a success. He should not.
None of us should be where we are. No one should be a success. Everyone gets lucky. Fucking 2% of the successful people actually earn it because they're blessed with a God-given talent. The rest is fucking bullshitting, sucking dick, or fucking having rich people like your parents or family members hook you up with other rich people pulling a favor. Oh man, your podcast, your new episode drops, and you're interviewing, Charles Barkley. How do you get him to talk? Easy. I just, oh, hey, I just say hello. He goes, hey there, before we get started, do you mind if I have the floor for like 45 minutes? Well, that's the entire podcast. Well, that's no problem there, Kirby Lipper. Are you related to Dua Lipa? No, but it'll be like, oh, so your podcast it just drops your new episode of your podcast and it's so great. She's like, oh, no, stop it. Please, no. No, but your guest Eminem was on. Oh yeah. Well, yes. And then, well, I mean, I don't want to talk about it, but since you brought it up, I'll talk about it for 8 minutes. Your podcast drops. It's such a great podcast. Oh, no, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, please, no, thank you. Everyone's clapping because the sign says so. But since you brought it up, I mean, I'll talk about it since you brought it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm very modest, but since you brought it up, give me like 8 minutes and I'll go into a whole sales pitch for you. Right? Oh, my Charles Barkley joke.
Not be where he is. He should not be a success. He should not
He overcame a lot.
He overcame a lot, and everything he touches turns to gold.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He can't. There's nothing.
We saw him at the Carlisle. He did.
Yeah,
cabaret.
he did his cabaret.
Right, so the second book of your unofficial book club is Isaac Mizrahi.
Yes.
I am.
Mark decided yesterday that I'm starting a book
You
club.
are starting a book
which I'm
club.
not starting, but Mark decided yesterday that I am.
All right, go get that book.
Yes. Okay.
Right, and now, Kelly wants to start a book club, but she's that's her whole game is that Mark's going to suggest
Right.
it, and she'll be like, oh, no,
So-
please, no, teacher, don't pick me to be a volunteer, don't pick me to participate in your project. I pick you, Kelly, damn it, because if you volunteer, I'll do it. She'll be like, no, I'm not picking you. But if you're like, please, oh, I won't sing. I'm so modest. When the hills are low, even the sound of music. Like, you want to sing all along. This is called reverse psychology, ladies and gentlemen, and they're really fucking bad at it. I wonder if their kids really believe that they're smart enough to get into college. Or did you successfully fool them? The fucking big three. That's who they are. The big three, like This Is Us. Obviously, we all know which one is Kate. It's Michael. Actually, no. I would say Kate is Lola. Kevin has to be... I know Kevin would be Randall. No. I'm sorry. Kevin would be Joaquin because he's the athletic one. And then Michael is Randall.
It's taken so many turns, and yet he should not be where he is. He should not be a success. He should not
He overcame a lot.
He overcame a lot, and everything he touches turns to gold.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He can't. There's nothing.
We saw him at the Carlisle. He did.
Yeah, he did his cabaret.
Right, so the second book of your unofficial book club is Isaac Mizrahi.
yes.
I am.
Mark decided yesterday that I'm starting a book club.
You are starting a
which
book
I'm
club.
not starting, but Mark decided yesterday that I am.
All right, go get that book.
Yes, okay. So did you hear that there's going to be a new re-release or a brand new recording?
Song.
A new song
By the Beatles.
by the Beatles, according to Paul McCartney. They're using AI.
Okay.
And they made it possible for a decades-old demo by John Lennon to be recorded, to be turned into what will be the Beatles' last record.
Whoa.
Isn't that exciting?
That is exciting.
Yeah, so we're going to get a whole new recording by John Lennon and the Beatles as produced by AI.
Oh, okay. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know what to think, but I'm excited.
I'll listen to it.
Of course you will. Who
Well,
wouldn't
is
listen
a whole
to that?
album? The whole album or just a song?
A song.
I think okay. Just a song?
A
Okay.
song.
I'll listen to the
So
song.
they say a record, so that could mean an album. I don't know.
Very exciting.
It's one thing, do you ever notice that when people are like, well, when I recorded the record, and when I think of a record, I think of a singular song.
Really?
But when they say a record, they mean an album.
Yeah.
They mean a series of records.
A series of songs.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of AI, would you like human interaction with that burger? There's there's a bunch of fast food chains that are using chatbots to talk to you through the drive-thru.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So you go up and you order, I'd like a milkshake with fries and a quarter pounder with cheese. And some of these outlets, White Castle's doing it, McDonald's is doing it, Wendy's is doing it, Dunkin' Donuts is doing it. They're testing it. To see if it works.
Well, let me tell you something. For this show, I once worked at a drive-thru at McDonald's.
Yes, and
that was easily, I said to everyone, it was the most stressful, hardest job I've ever had in my life. And
next to air traffic control.
Listen, we worked at SeaWorld. We've done a lot here. We've done a lot of unconventional stuff, dangerous stuff, Cirque du Soleil. I scaled that wall. I climbed to the top of the Empire State Building. I'll take all of those jobs as opposed to working the drive-thru at McDonald's. Easily the hardest thing I've ever done. If you are not kind to the drive-thru fast food chain workers,
they're going to give you
are a monster. Because it's just taking the order is harder.
Were they rude to you?
Yes, some people were rude and some people felt sorry for me.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why they're using it is because you know how when they ask you, you order some fries and a blah, 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 and they said, would you like a shake with that? Or they try to upsell you a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're finding that the attendants have
I
a hard
want a
time. They
milkshake.
feel a little embarrassed trying to upsell the whole time. But the chatbots have.
What are you trying to do? I'm sorry, are you offering me a blowjob while you're on the job? I'm sorry, are you offering me a blowjob, sir? I mean, I don't see any yards, but let me talk to your manager. No, I don't want a blowjob with my double cheeseburger. Can I get a McFlurry, though? That's where you take the plastic spoon, stick it in my ass, and then you take a straw. That's where you take a straw, stick it in my ass, and then you blow into it. And as you blow in, my fart comes out from outside the straw through the cheeks and crop dust your face. Damn, bro. Killing it with this shit. And of course, I took the remote control and put it all the way in the kitchen.
Yeah, and they're finding that the attendants have a hard time. They feel a little embarrassed trying to upsell the whole time.
And the machine don't care. The machine will say, would you like a milkshake? No. Would you like some cookies? Would you like an apple pie?
I'll take all of those jobs as opposed to working the drive-thru at McDonald's. Easily the hardest thing I've ever done. If you are not kind to the drive-thru fast food chain workers,
They're going to give you
are a monster. Because it's...
They're going to give you a what?
If you are not kind to the drive-thru fast food chain workers,
they're going to give you
are a monster.
No, you should have said a mix sneezer. They're going to give you a mix sneezer. They're going to give you a Mick booger.
Taking the order is harder.
Were they rude to you?
Yes. Some people were rude, and some people felt sorry for me.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why they're using it is because you know how when they ask you, you order some fries and a blah, 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 and they said, would you like a shake with that? Or they try to upsell you a little bit. And they're finding that the attendants have a hard time. They feel a little embarrassed trying to upsell the whole time, but the chatbots have no feelings. No feelings. No childhood. They had no childhood. They had no parents to shame them. They don't feel weird about stuff.
But this is, okay, so here's the problem. We are a community of people now lacking in empathy. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Because we are connected to devices.
That's right.
And devices where there are no devices, now devices are getting involved. The empathy factor of feeling bad for the person who is back there trying to listen, it is not what you think. When you say, I'd like a number 3 meal with a Diet Coke, that's like 7 buttons on this machine. You don't even understand. It is a math equation.
Okay.
It is a math.
Well, now they're
science.
testing it with AI.
Well, but that's a shame because we're going to have even less empathy.
Okay.
Because we're not,
But you'll get your order right.
All right. Okay, but you're putting
no onions.
You're putting somebody out of a job.
That's true. I don't like it.
That.
I don't like it.
Okay. On today's show, Matthew Broderick is here.
Yeah.
He's going to take on Conor McGregor.
Yeah, Conor McGregor. The notorious Conor McGregor is here.
And Monica Mangin here to show us the first 2 days of summer beauty bargains offer up to 50% off.
All right. What time is it? It's time for live Brighten Your Day trivia.
I got you on this one.
But that only makes me want you more.
Yeah, Kelly.
Helena McLean from Georgia is our trivia dancer.
Yeah, what's up, Helena McLean? Are you from the good or bad part of Georgia? Trick question. Neither exist.
Live Brighten Your Day trivia.
Watch this. We're inside me and Helena. I think I'm gonna marry that girl. Oh, I have a pimple. Oh no. I just discovered a secret pimple. Ah, fuck.
What time is it? It's time for live Brighten Your Day trivia.
But that only makes me want you more. Helena McLean from Georgia is our trivia dancer. Yes.
Let's say hello to Caitlin Dunbar from Charlotte, North Carolina, who catches the show on WSOC. Hey, good morning. Caitlin, how are you?
Good morning.
What
Good.
is-
How are you?
What's happening there?
Oh, a lot of nice weather. Let me tell you that.
No. What's
We're
happening in the
looking,
photo?
we're looking at a photo. It looks like you're hanging upside down.
Oh, yes. So I am pretending to be a superhero at the Museum of Illusion.
Oh, the Museum of Illusion.
And that museum is in Charlotte?
Yes.
Cool. All right, we should go check that out. All right.
We have our own Museum of Illusion here. It's called the Makeup and Hair Room.
It's called Joaquin's Closet.
All right. Caitlin, you know how this
Lots of
game
weird
is played,
lotions
right?
and lubricants in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
waiting for this, Mark.
Oh, she's been waiting for this. All right. Challenge accepted.
Get ready to submit to Caitlin.
There we go. You have given us
I
two
bet you'd like
statements.
that,
One
Kelly.
is
You
true
wanna
and one's a
watch?
big fat lie. We have 60 seconds to decide which one is the truth. If you stump me, you will get this.
Oh, it's magnificent.
All right. I once knocked down a tower of cards at a museum, or I have owned my own bakery for 2 years. Have you? Let's find out.
No, she doesn't own her own bakery for 2 years. She's owned a bakery for 7 years. That's a lie. The truth is, once knocked down a tower of cards at a museum. I bet you the tower was only like 4 inches tall. It contained like 15 cards, and it was at a children's museum. Boom. First impression guess, and I'm going to lock it in as my final guess. Put in the comment section which one you think is the truth and the lie. I say this is a lie, and I'm going to say it's true that you once knocked down a tower of cards at a museum.
And what's your top selling item in your bakery, Caitlin?
Ice cream cake.
You make cake. What kind of cake?
All different kinds of cake. Vanilla, chocolate, carrot cake, red velvet.
Okay. What's your favorite?
My favorite is chocolate with chocolate chips.
Yeah. What's the revenue like in your? How many cakes you selling? What are you guys pulling down there at this bakery?
I get a good amount of orders, I would say, monthly.
Do you have an Instagram handle so we can order your cakes?
Yeah.
I do, yes. It's Kate Creative Sweet.
Nice.
So make sure you download that on your...
How early do you come into work?
Well, the bakery is actually my second job I do on the side. I do marketing during the day.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Did you knock down the cards at the House of Illusions?
I sure did, yeah.
Or the Museum of Illusions? Why am I calling it the House of Illusions?
I should have said, actually, I don't. The bakery opens up at 4 a.m., but I don't show up at 4 a.m. I actually show up after my day job. I have a day job, and then afterwards I go to the bakery for about 3 or 4 hours, for about 2 to maybe 3 or 4 hours if I have to, but usually a couple hours to see how everything is, check the books, and then, if it's busy, I'll stay and help. If it's not, I'll go home early and they can close down, but I don't go to the bakery when they first open. I own the bakery. I don't work at the bakery. Get it? You skinny ass, anorexic, bulimic bitch.
Museum of Illusions. Why am I calling it the House of Illusions?
Because you're on cocaine,
I was a
Kelly.
little aggressive with the question.
I mean, my gosh, what got into you?
It was like 12 Angry Men. I
wants
was
to
a
win.
prosecutor. Let's see if it works. Gosh, I really don't know. I think you knocked down some cards at a museum.
True.
No, that's not true.
You don't understand. You don't understand. What happens
You
here?
can't win.
What happens here at this game is I get disgusted look by Sholi, and then as I'm giving you the wrong answer, I see Gelman through my peripheral vision going like this. Sorry, Art. Congratulations, you beat me.
Yeah. And remember, Caitlin, a loss for Mark is a win for us all.
It's a win
now
for America.
Dave's just going to spin to see what else you're playing for.
I'm glad you won.
You're playing for a $1,000 gift card to Omaha Steaks. You have 20 seconds and only one guess, Caitlin. Good luck.
All right, here we go. On yesterday's show, we talked with Gabrielle Union. What did we say, Gabrielle? What did Gabrielle say is her favorite romantic comedy?
Oh, man. What did she say it was? Bring It On. No. I can't remember. Her favorite romantic comedy. Some old movie I can't remember.
What did Gabrielle say is her favorite romantic comedy?
Oh, I think it was The Wedding Date.
The Wedding Singer. No,
Close. No.
not The Wedding Singer. My Best Friend's Wedding. That's right. And you sang Dionne Warwick.
Was my best friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Very close.
Very close. I'm sorry.
You're still going to receive a $500 gift card.
What did she guess?
Oh, close.
No, it was my best friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Very close.
Very close.
You're playing for a $1,000 gift card to Omaha Steaks. You have 20 seconds and only one guess, Caitlin. Good luck.
All right, here we go. On yesterday's show, we talked with Gabrielle Union. What did we say, Gabrielle? What did Gabrielle say is her favorite romantic comedy?
Oh, I think it was The Wedding Date.
Wedding Dates. No, you stupid.
Close.
No, it was my best friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Very close.
Very close. I'm sorry.
You're still going to receive a $500 gift card to Omaha Steaks, and you'll now be for $5,000 in cash.
And you got that mug.
And you got the mug.
You got that mug.
Yes, enjoy your steak with your mug.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for playing with us, Caitlin. When we return, Matthew Broderick is here.
Still ahead on live, UFC champion Conor McGregor. You won't want to miss our amazing summer beauty market. And coming up next, Matthew Broderick.
Postcard.
Discover more at Ireland.com.
Welcome back to the show. On tomorrow's show, Bryan Cranston will be here.
And a performance by Idina Menzel.
All right. You know, he's won 2 Tony Awards. He's the star of film and television, and we always love it when he stops by. Please welcome back to the show, Matthew Broderick. Hi, Matthew.
First question. I'm just going to ask it. I've always wanted to ask you this, and I've always brought it up like in hypotheticals with different friends, especially of my age or people that know your not discography, your filmography. But I got to ask you, if you had the opportunity, maybe you've talked about this, I don't know. And if this is something that's already in the news, I'm not hip to the game. But I have to ask you, would you be down for doing a Ferris Bueller sequel where your kid, Ferris Jr., ditches school, but now there's all this technology, so you have to ditch work to go track him down, and he doesn't know he's being tracked, so you keep on tracking him, but you keep on getting sidetracked. And so now he's ditching school. He doesn't know that you know. He thinks he's getting away with you, so you keep on calling him. He's lying to you. He doesn't know that you know he's lying, so he thinks he's getting away with it. And you're trying to surprise him and say, haha, got you, while you're simultaneously ditching work and lying to your boss about ditching from work. So because there's a big presentation or something that it's mandatory you got to work on. So you ditch work and lie to your boss to go catch your son who's lying to you who ditched school. And you keep on getting sidetracked because of whatever, traffic, all these different, chaos ensues. And he's trying to go do something like maybe go, I don't know, buy something for a girl, buy a prom dress, or get a tuxedo because he got a date at the last second, or he just wants to cut school because he lives a secret double life, going to the gay neighborhood and sucking dick for money. This is a theatrical presentation, by the way. This is an act about how to eat corn dogs at a carnival because he's a theatrical actor, and so.
Hi, Matthew.
Hi. Hello. Good morning. Good
You know,
morning.
we're covering this this morning in the morning meeting. Father's Day is around the corner. Do you have any Father's Day plans?
Well, I don't know, but I imagine there are elaborate preparations. Something huge, but nothing. I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
There better be.
There better be something good. So now, I can't believe James Wilkie is an adult.
He's an adult. He's 20.
Shocking,
He's 20.
isn't it?
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Yeah. And the girls are teenagers?
They're 13, nearly 14.
How's that going with the teenage girls?
I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, they're great.
They're nice to us, the dads. They're nice to
They're nice to the dads, usually.
Usually.
They can be a little hard on the moms sometimes.
Yes.
You think?
Well, no. But they might be watching, so I.
Yes, got it.
But no, they're great. They're going to high school
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
next year, so they're very excited about that. Big
Yeah.
step in their lives, and
Do they enjoy being twins, or do they constantly try to seek out their own? Do they want to go to separate high schools?
they said they wanted to go to separate high schools. They were very serious about that, and then when it was time to decide for real, they were like, "No, we're going to the same high school." So, they're both they're extremely close, but they also definitely want their own space and their own friends and their own time. And
You've raised lovely children,
Yes,
Sarah,
they're
Jessica
lovely.
Parker.
Thank you.
They're
Yeah,
really,
they're lovely.
really great kids.
that's very nice
All
to
three
hear
of them.
that.
Matt-
And they're nice behind your backs. Like when
Yeah.
you're not there, they're
They're
still
That's,
nice.
that's the
They're still-
important thing.
Yeah.
Matthew, you won the Tony for Brighton Beach Memoirs 40 years ago. You were a baby.
It was 40 years ago at the Tonys.
Can you believe
Isn't
it?
I can't believe it. I can't believe it when it happened. And I couldn't believe it. And then I remember I was so surprised. I had done like 2 plays. I had done more games. It was a
Yeah, of
successful
course.
movie. The movie came out. Then I got the Tony. And then I thought, oh, so next year I'll do another movie, maybe another play, maybe 2 more movies.
Win an Oscar.
Get another award.
Yeah.
The year after that, I do 2 movies, no play, get an award for the movie. I thought that was how it would go. I would every year
Yes.
I
Just
would
gather awards.
work and then get awards.
Yeah,
I thought that's how it worked.
exactly.
But it didn't work exactly that way. No.
I gotta tell you though, it's
Yeah.
like if you go back and
Didn't get that Oscar nomination for Best Leading Actor for Ferris Bueller's Day Off, huh? I mean, maybe it was your movie selection that wasn't really working for you. Did you really think you were going to get nominated for doing, Did you really think you were going to get an Oscar nomination for doing the movie with Marlon Brando? God damn it! What's the name of that movie? Someone see if you could beat me. I'm looking on my phone. Oh. The Professional, right? No. It's called The Freshman. I mean, did you really think you were going to get like an Oscar nomination for The Freshman? I mean, I guess if it, that's the type of movie when you read the script, the screenplay on paper, you say, this could be an Oscar. You definitely could have gotten an Oscar nomination if your performance was exhilarating enough. The characters written didn't work out, but how about so you didn't think you were gonna, so you missed out on that. You missed out on that Oscar nomination for Best Leading Actor in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, right? Or what about how about Best Supporting Actor in The Cable Guy, right? That was definitely going to be an Oscar nomination. I can see though, like I'm looking right here. Family Business, right, with Sean Connery and Dustin Hoffman. You got great 2 actors, great pedigrees. Dustin Hoffman had just won an Oscar for Rain Man. Everyone knows who Sean Connery is. He won an Oscar for what's it called, The Untouchables, and you're a Tony Award winner. So this movie definitely, seems like again, you look at the screenplay, and if you got the right director, you got the right performances, this is definitely the type of movie where if it's done right, it could have garnered you an Oscar nomination. Biloxi Blues, again, kind of like that period piece back to World War II, or like you know what I mean? And the whole, writing in the diary, that's something that you think could get Oscar consideration if it's just nailed right. And that's actually, I remember watching that as a kid. That's a little fun movie. My dad used to watch that movie. And that's, for someone that was like 7 or 8 years old watching that on HBO when it was on, the fact that I could like relate to that movie shows that it's good to reach a young audience. Like a movie about that subject matter, that was kind of cool. And I remember the scene with your character going to see the prostitute. Walking up the stairs, you and all the army sergeants used to go have sex with the prostitute or something. There's a lady in town. That's actually a not bad movie. I'll recommend that. Biloxi Blues to any younger kids that want to watch old movies. Go check out Biloxi Blues. It's about war, but it's not a war. It's not like a gory movie. It's not like Glory where there's like blood and stuff. But it's about, a bunch of young troopers and what they do in boot camp and what they do when it's a nice movie. That's all I'll say. If you don't like it, just stop it in the middle and go watch SpongeBob reruns and eat Cheetos or whatever the hell you want to do.
I thought that was how it would go. I would just every year,
Yes.
I would
gather
work and then get awards.
Yeah,
I thought that's how it
exactly.
worked. But it didn't work exactly that way. No.
I gotta tell you though, it's like if you go back and rewatch War Games, it's really eerie.
It probably, kind of AI like.
Yeah, I
It-
still
no,
know
it's-
DEFCON 1 is better than DEFCON 4. Do you know which one?
Well, it makes you think that if way back in 1983, if people were able to hijack computers, or if people were able to break into computers, I forget the word, but if people were able to hack computers in 1983, at least enough so where if maybe this wasn't real and really possible what was done in the movie, it was possible enough where a bunch of writers can write a movie script about it, that they had the idea that this is something possible. And if that's 1983, I mean, it makes you think, what can people do now, especially with the internet and stuff? It's just really screwy to be like, who really is watching you all the time?
Oh, 4 is very bad. Kind of AI like.
I
It-
still
no,
know
it's-
DEFCON 1 is better than DEFCON 4. Do you know which one?
Oh, 4 is very bad. Very bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I know
4
is
is the end of the movie.
yes, right, right.
And you're
So
waiting.
don't
If
feel
it's
like
5, the
discussion.
movie is over and the world is over. But
Right.
if it's 4, it's just an exciting moment in the movie.
Did you see that in the theater? I saw that in the theater.
Of course I did. What do you think? We have to take.
It's all about struggling. A guy that moved out to the suburbs and is kind of like not a suburban guy, he's more of a city guy, and he's stuck out living in the suburbs, and now he has to take the train in and work at the city, and he's acclimating to suburban life with all of his suburban neighbors, and his wife is pregnant. And if you know anything, I mean, at least I'm from Chicago, I could speak to this because I was born in the city, I grew up in the city, I went to school in the city, all my friends were in the city, I rode my bike, I took the bus, I took the train, and when I was 19, my parents moved up to the suburbs, like very far away by the Wisconsin border, and it's a whole different life. And then being an adult, and then when I moved closer to the city, to a closer suburb, which was in the same county, it was like a Chicago suburb, not a like Wisconsin suburb. Only locals would get that joke. And then after that, then I moved back as an adult, and being in your 30s and 40s and living in the suburbs, like 70 miles away from the city, it is a different world because people your age have kids, and it is the carpooling, the kids, the mowing the lawns. It's like, it is some people embrace that life if you like to take it easy. What's great is that when you want peace and quiet and there's no traffic, you don't have to hassle. There's no hassle for parking. You're there. But when you want chaos and you want to go do something, the options are very limited. And if you want to do something, you have to drive very far. You have to get a hotel now if you want to go to the city. It's very rare you're going to go down, have dinner in the city, and then drive back at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., an hour down the expressways. But it's it sucks when you want to have fun. Unless your idea is fun, is like having game night with your neighbors. But if you really want to have fun, the restaurants aren't as good. The shopping's terrible. It's just a bleh, you know.
Kind of AI like.
Put it in the
I know
comments.
DEFCON 1 is better than DEFCON 4.
If you can relate.
Do you know which one?
Oh, 4 is very bad. Very bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I know
4
is
is the end of the movie.
yes, right, right.
You know, and you're
Total
waiting. If it's
nuclear
5, the
destruction.
movie is over and the world is over. But
Right.
if it's 4, it's just an exciting moment in the movie.
Did you see that in the theater? I saw that in the theater.
Of course I did. What do you think? We have to take a commercial break. We want to talk about hiring Jennifer Lawrence in No Hard Feelings when we return. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live, Conor McGregor.
When you know what you're looking for, you can.
All right. 0. Whoa, 59. I like it better when I'm with you. Do 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 do.
Please get a pencil and write down the number below. Call us and take the Hearing Life 30-day risk-free challenge.
I meant to ask this on the phone, but how old are you? Well, I know you were looking for someone early to mid-20s. I'm slightly older. Right. How old? I just turned 29. Recently? Last year.
So you're 29?
Last year.
And how old are you, like, right now?
1 more year older.
So 30.
Yeah. 32.
No Hard Feelings. A comedy with Jennifer Lawrence.
All right, so you play the dad. You
I love your hair.
Thank you.
By the way.
Thank you.
Your name is Laird.
Almost wore it today.
Yeah. I wish you did.
Yeah.
Tell us about the hair.
The hair?
Yes.
Well, it was, the director said, how long is your hair on the phone? I said, not very long. And he said, I want you to have long hair. And when I came, maybe 3 days after that, somebody had stayed up at night and made a wig.
It looks good.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I've seen those guys.
I mean, it's my real hair, but it was a wig.
Yeah, I've seen those guys out in the Hamptons. The guys our age
Yes,
walking
me
around with that
too.
hair.
I know. I don't know exactly who that is, but I feel I've seen him.
So this movie, No Hard Feelings, is this a true story? Is it based on a true story? Is it
I think maybe something did happen.
something happened like this?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a story that sounds familiar.
Yeah, this is a boy who's getting ready to go to college, and he's a little
Introverted?
he's introverted,
Yes.
yeah, and he doesn't have he's socially not as ready as he is academically.
Mm-hmm.
And his parents decide to help him become a little more grown up socially.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I'm putting it.
Yeah.
And so they go to possibly too far in trying to help him become more grown up socially.
Right.
And that's the story, the beginning of the story. The movie, me and Laura Benanti are his parents, and we help him meet somebody and become more adult.
Got it.
You know what?
Got it.
That was a really good explanation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it took quite a long time.
Yeah, but it was good. It's perfect for morning TV.
Yeah.
We love having you
Yeah,
here.
thank you, Matthew. I'm so happy to see you.
No Hard Feelings opens exclusively in theaters on Friday, June 23rd. Next, Summer Skin and Beauty Bargain. Stick around.
Tomorrow on Live, from the new film Asteroid City, Bryan Cranston.
you want an attorney that'll fight for every dollar you deserve. In many cases, Lerner and Rose recovered check.
Of our bargains are at least 50.
Wait a minute. What happened to Conor McGregor? Did they edit out Conor McGregor because?
How old? I just turned 20.
No. I don't want to hear anything about it. Did they straight up edit out Conor McGregor because he got arrested and charged with sexual assault? They did. They edited Conor out.
We do it. It's fun.
And unfortunately, here's the deal with this next part. Unfortunately, last time I think this appeared in one of the episodes, there was confusion that I was trying to sell these products myself, and I was trying to sell merchandise via the internet, which is obviously not true. And so I'm just going to have to fast forward through it. So if you really care about what Madeline or whatever her name is hawking, you can go to Live with Kelly website and find out. But I can't take any chance of the computer people, the robots, thinking that I am trying to make money selling merchandise via the website because some person on TV is just doing it as a segment. And it is interesting. I think Conor McGregor got cut. They edited out. They interviewed him, and then after the whole thing came out, they edited it. This was June 14th. I think the allegations came out. I mean, they must have filmed it. It must have come out later that day. Or it must have came out, they must have filmed it the day before, because how did they have it on 14? How did they film it on June 14th? And then it's live, and even if it's on like 7-second delay, or even if it's an hour in advance, like, did they interview him? I mean, it must have been like they did the opening segment, and then before he came on, word around is that he's getting arrested or he's being charged, and while he was backstage, they asked him to leave and say, sorry, we're going to cancel the interview. So it was before the interview was going to happen, and after they did the opening segment, because they were talking about it. So that's interesting.
To 22.
Welcome back. Today and tomorrow, all of our bargains are at least 50% off, and you can simply point your smartphone.
I'm not pointing nothing. Let's get a look at what this girl looks like.
We do. It's fun. It's fun.
That part right there.
Yeah.
Everything you see. So let's go shopping with Monica. Hey, Monica.
It is fun. How are you?
I am good. Today,
Give us everything.
right? So we have our own beauty store here today. We partnered with great brands, and everything has free shipping today. So I'm just gonna say that.
Oh,
right off the
boy.
bat.
This is the garage sales segment of the show, where fucking $1 billion companies trying to fucking bust your ass to get like a couple extra $1,000 in commission.
All the products you're using. Okay. Spend money buying these. First, prep your skin appropriately.
Can you imagine that? A multi-billion-dollar company sitting here trying to take the last pennies of the working class gullible so they could make a couple extra $10,000, $20,000 in commission that doesn't make any difference in them, but will ruin your grandma's life. Or grandpa. I want to be as gender specific. All inclusive.
Oh, a makeup. I like a dual moisturizer makeup primer. I don't like the moisture, then the primer. It's separate.
All in one, super light.
Oh, I should.
Tons of good ones.
You should be taking it out.
Okay, put it in the gut. All right, Pericone MD. This is a top-notch skincare brand, and what we have is their Cold Plasma Plus line right now. So, a couple things I love. These are face masks, so you guys can sit in bed at night, watch your TV, put your face mask on. These ones are concentrated, so they go a little bit faster for you.
Okay.
Instant results. And then this right here is an eye cream, and it handles all the unfortunate things with eyes. So, dark circles, crow's feet, the lack of firmness, puffiness, all that. Really great eye cream. This is SBLA, and what these are wands that kind of
focus on all the universal problem areas. So the neck, the jaw,
The vagina labias.
and that's for the eyes. That's going to open right under here.
Yes.
It is so nice and cold. And this is something that's great you could do while watching TV. There's a great morning daytime show you could do it during. Everybody do it during the day.
Oh my
It really
gosh.
lightens and brightens and just opens it right up. I love it. All right. We're going to love this one. So this is Style Edit, and this is hair products to help your hair look and feel healthier. So first we have here, this is a great semi-permanent product. So if your roots start growing out a little, you don't want to get to the salon, you want to save some money, you can use it. Shirley's saying she needs it.
in the trunk.
Put it right here. So it's going to help cover up the roots, and that's semi-permanent. But then we also have ones that are just a powder for daily use. And so for these, if you ever pull your hair back in a ponytail, mine's a little thin along the hairline.
Yeah.
Take those powders, fill it in. It makes your hair look so much thicker and fuller.
Okay.
Yeah, they have every shade. And again, three things. So super great little powders. Put it right on mine.
Right.
All right. So this is Blissy, and it combines our skin and our hair. This is 100% mulberry silk.
Mulberry silk. This combines our skin and our hair. It's 100% mulberry silk pillowcase. Oh, it's so comfy. I want to take one home with me.
Sleep lines. Like I used a non-silk one the other day.
It's such a nightmare.
Oh my gosh! I just had lines all over my face.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, so you get really used to it. And at our bargain price and free shipping, you got to do it. All right. Now, Mark
makes fun of me when I wear my baby foot.
So, baby foot, it is open toe sandal season. We both have open toe shoes on.
Yes,
baby foot is going to take your feet back to soft baby foot feeling skin. So what you do is you put the booty on, you wear it for 1 hour, okay? Take it off, and in 3 to 7 days, it's like a good kind of disgusting, okay? All the dead mark your face, all the dead skin. But think about it, then it's not on your feet anymore.
Yeah, but I'd rather have it underfoot than on the foot.
It's so good. It'll be like the best week, and you'll end up
With this
awesome.
vaccine, like 5 days.
These are terrific bargains. They're exclusively available to you out here. At and Monica will be back tomorrow with even more summer skin and beauty parts.
B-I-G. Oh, he's last.
From the new film Roscoe City, Scarlett Johansson.
It should take about 15 to 20 minutes for a healthy person to fall asleep.
Bryan Cranston, plus Disney legend Idina Menzel perform on Summer Skin and Beauty Bargains.
The man with the troublesome hemorrhoid entered.
Are the way of water.
Relationship with R. Kelly and her tragic death.
Her music was so impactful. She feels like she's here today.
Aaliyah, tonight on BBC.
Yes, look, if you know what happened, you know what happened, and it was careless thinking, and there's just no other way to go around it. You could try to sugarcoat it all you want, but come on. It was just a bad decision, and unfortunately, she got divorced. So.
Creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks. More specialists means more expertise. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Call now.
Oh, it's time! He's an MMA star who is the first fighter to hold UFC titles in 2 weight classes simultaneously. Please welcome the notorious Conor McGregor.
What's up, Molly? How are you?
I'm not gonna lie, you smell like money.
I'm doing good. Working hard.
Here's the fake
so
ass
much for having me.
Connor.
You are
Fake laughing
a
and everything.
huge presence in our life, whether you know it or not. Not just here on the
Posters.
show, but we've got posters in the house. We've got the merch. We're all in.
Thank you so much. That means the world to me. Thank you.
You recently made headlines, though, with this mascot in Miami. Can you tell
And
us what
before you
happened?
start, let me just tell you, I'm on your side.
Yeah, we're always on your side.
We're on your side.
No, that was part of the skit. It was all a skit. We were backstage all as well. It was just part of the show. It blew up, you know. I recently made my acting debut, and I'm not a bad actor, you know.
You're from Dublin originally.
Dublin, Ireland, Dublin 12.
How'd you get into mixed martial arts?
You know, our Irish, we've got to be able to fight. It's part of our culture and our tradition. The fighting Irish, as they say. So, you know, I was just led into it throughout the years. My boxing club is very close to my home in Dublin 12, and I just began training. And
so boxing was the first thing you started with?
Boxing and kickboxing, and then, you know, but the grappling arts in Ireland and in Europe is very, you know, it was non-existent at that time versus the way it is here in the US, where you teach it in schools. We didn't have that, so it was stand-up fighting for me. And then when the mixed martial arts started to take off, you know, people began learning how to grapple and wrestle, and that's how I got into it.
You have 3 beautiful kids. What are they up to? What's going? Any fighters in the making?
Well, I have three children. I've got 2 boys and a girl. My oldest son, Conor Jr., 6. My daughter, Kriya Mairead, 4, and my youngest son, Rian, has just turned 2. So things are going well. We've also got another one on the way. So I'm very happy with that.
That's so great.
There's a lot going on. You know, training is picking up with Junior. He's starting to get his techniques correct. He's loading the bone arrow on the backhand, throwing the shot and rolling under. Priya, my daughter, is getting initiated into the big school now. Back home right now, her mother, my fiance Dee, is in the big school now. So she's meeting her teachers, seeing her new class, and she's in the school uniform. All that's happening now.
Connor, I'm going to tell you, the daughter is going to be the one to watch.
Oh yeah,
okay?
You know, yeah. I'll be watching anyone that.
When you're sandwiched in between boys, she'll be the tough one.
Yeah, but she's in the middle. She's in the middle. Yeah. So you know, we got the new one on the next one on the way. A couple more weeks, we'll be able to find out what the sex is of the baby. And we're very excited back home. Yeah, a lot of great things happening. I'm very blessed and very thankful every day.
Keep us
smile up to God and thank God.
Yeah.
Keep us posted.
Well, we'll do. I hear you have two boys and a girl also.
Yes,
in the martial arts life also.
Yes,
it's very good. It's I'm such a proponent for martial arts. It teaches kids discipline, dedication, drive. You know, whether they want to compete professionally or even amateur or not, you know, it will help them in whatever they wish to do in their life. So
it's good for them.
We watched this fight back in 2021 against Dustin Poirier. You suffered a brutal injury. Yeah. How's the leg? How's it feeling?
Brand new. I'm made of steel now. I'm made of steel now.
All right, we're gonna take a break. Yeah. All right, when we come back, we're gonna find what it's like to have Conor be your UFC coach. See you in return.
Tomorrow on Live, a performance by Idina Menzel.
We will make it back here one day, won't we? Assassinate. I love this land. I want to fight for it.
I'd hoped that Jamie would stay away from it, but maybe he's supposed to be there.
Are you proud to call your family? Or if you lose?
Guess that's what fathers do.
Wedding bells are ringing for the Bellas. WWE Hall of Famers and reality stars, the Bella Twins, join the Tan Fan. Plus, Nikki's husband, Artem, joins us next, Tamron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC 7.
Oh, the Bellas. Oh.
On the next Tamron Hall, wedding bells are ringing for the Bellas. WWE Hall of Famers and reality stars, the Bella Twins, join the Tan Fan. Plus, Nikki's husband, Artem, joins us next, Tamron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC 7.
This kid?
4 years.
Wow, very cool. That's very talented, man. You know, I'll take these one off you, man, yeah?
All right, yeah.
I'll take these off you, kid. And what's the damage? A G? Can you do a G? Take a G, will you? I'd say a G is plenty, will you? What do you reckon? Just felt fun, yeah? Felt fun, my man. Yeah, that's a young kid I've seen online. His name is Samuel, and he actually takes pieces from different figurines and puts them together and creates, you know, certain people. He created a few of me, drew on the tattoos.
Wow.
You know, so like you take Hulk Hogan's arm, the Rock's other arm, we put them all together. And I seen it online. I was blown away by it, and I knew my son Conor Jr., who really loves playing with those figurines, would love it. So I invited him over and got them all.
That's
He came over with his father and his brother, and you know, it's very, very, very ingenious.
Yeah, it is. And he's a real artist.
They can turn the wrist, they can turn the elbow, they can turn the shoulder.
That's amazing.
I think my son would love that.
That was a scene from The Ultimate Fighter. Now,
That's
you're
right,
a
yeah.
coach. This is the second time you've done this.
That's right, yeah.
You get to choose the veterans or the newcomers. Why did you choose the newcomers?
Yeah, it's prospects versus veterans is the show, and I chose the prospects because I had a young lad that I've been training with for many, many years. That was, you know, he was getting his breakthrough opportunity, and obviously he was a prospect, and I chose the prospects. You know, it was a tough ask. We're going against not just veterans, but disgruntled veterans. You know, veterans that felt hard done by because they'd been in the UFC, they'd had multiple fights under the organization, and for whatever reason, you know,
it didn't happen.
It didn't happen, and then they got cut, and then they came back. So they were coming back with a vengeance. It was a tough ask, but we done very, very well.
In these groups of newcomers and veterans, do you see anybody with the eye? You know,
for sure.
The eye of the tiger.
It's why I wanted to do it, because I wanted to immerse myself. You know, when you're around these young competitors, you can see the hunger and the drive, the tenacity in them. They must do it. They must do this. They must compete. They must fight with everything they have, and you can see that in them. And that's what you're going up against when you're inside the octagon. You're going against people that it's do or die for them. So I wanted to immerse myself, feel that energy, give back my knowledge of what I have learned of the game, and then begin to make my way back into the sport.
I gotta tell you, Conor, this show, which I've been watching for years now with the guys, I didn't think would appeal to me.
Yeah.
But it appeals to me on every level to see these teams of young men and
with their personal stories,
and their families, and they're living together in this house, and they're fighting for literally everything.
What are they fighting for? A contract, right? A contract.
So the winner of the show. There's two divisions, and the winner of the show will get a 6-figure contract with the Ultimate Fighting Championship. So it's a mega opportunity.
It's a fabulous show. You're great on it.
It's a tough watch as well, because you know, we have these guys come in. They've got their families, they've got their stories, and you connect to them so much because you can feel it. You're coaching them. You want to see them do so well, and then if it goes in, it's a tough game. It is a tough game, but you know, it's a fascinating game to play.
The Ultimate Fighter, Team McGregor versus Team Chandler. It airs Tuesdays at 10 p.m. on ESPN. Streams the next day on ESPN Plus. Make sure you check it out. Conor McGregor, everybody. Want to know more? Log on to live@kellymark.com.
We made a promise to our boy Blue that we would make it happen.
So write in and share your favorite.
Financial compensation. Call 800-219-2995 now.
It's barbecue season, everyone, and we want to know what you're grilling up at your next summer get-together.
We've partnered with Beyond Meat. So write in and share your favorite cookout staples, because one lucky entrant will win a Better with Beyond prize pack. To enter, go to livewithkellyandmark.com.
All right.
Tina Rubel from from Greensburg, Indiana said, I worked at McDonald's in the 80s and we were required to upsell the drive-thru all the time. We also had to double fold the bag down.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize that was.
This is from Amy Johnson. I love to hear a man or anyone really bite into an apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. My husband loves apples. And I love to hear him bite into that apple. It's so much better than slurping on anything. We'll be right back.
For this week's Inbox, Live is partnered with Beyond Meat, the Beyond Burger, Beyond Steak.
Arch Fit. Get the arch support you're looking for with Skechers Arch Fit.
Cats want taste. You want healthy ingredients. With Blue Tastefuls, you don't have to compromise. Pick up Blue Tastefuls today.
Hey, Sue, it's Lula from West Seneca, New York. Happy Flag Day. My grandson's first Flag Day at school, and he wanted to go all out.
Good for him. All right. Tomorrow's show, Brian Cranston.
More Summer King beauty tips and bargains.
And a performance by Tina Menzel. See you tomorrow, everybody. Bye-bye.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of.
Culligan, man.
Leave the details to us and escape the everyday at Four Winds Casinos.
The history of your home is in your air ducts. Every soccer match, every game of fetch, every home improvement project.
Wednesday, June 14th, and the view starts live right now.
Something we have never seen before. A former U.S. president arraigned on federal criminal charges, 37 counts.
Today we witness the most evil and heinous abuse of power in the history of our country.
All of the hot topics on your mind are on the table.
I would not feel comfortable with a convicted felon in the White House. This indictment contains serious charges, and I cannot defend what is alleged.
Plus, Gabrielle Union.
What I needed.
Convicted felon in the White House. This indictment contains serious charges, and I cannot defend what is alleged.
Plus, Gabrielle Union.
What I needed was to be surrounded by my friends and family for my 50th birthday in Africa.
And
We have arrested
58-year-old Barbara Bush. All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everyone that watched. Thank you. Thank you to the one person that tuned in for 30 seconds, liked my video, and then left. Maybe one day we'll meet and fall in love, unless you're a man. But there's surgery for that. So until next time, that's been episode 43 from season 1 of MNK, Mortal Kombat. And hope you check out the future episodes. Go back and check out the last ones. Go and give them all a comment. If you want to give them a like, if you want to give them a dislike, share them. Tell all your friends to dislike it too. You know why? Because these videos suck. Until next time, I'm Jarvis11, and I'm a-leaving. And remember, don't use scissors to cut anything except paper and young boys' snip tips. All right. L'chaim. Oh, shit. I just shit my pants. Ugh, fuck.